Hi guys, Tony here again from Caveman Props. I'm going to do a quick build tutorial for you. Today we're going to build the Arc Reactor from Ironman. We're going to start with the simple version that Tony Stark made in the cave, and we're going to run through that with you. Today's video I was supposed to be joined by somebody else. I was going to be making the prop along with me. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, they can't be here today. Hello, we know we're thinking of you. But hopefully they'll be back. They'll be coming and doing a prop tutorial with us soon. I want to try and get more people in rather, you don't want to always look at my ugly mug. So, but yeah, we're going to build a prop and I'm going to do this step by step and go through it with you. Right then guys, we're going to start with the main ring. Obviously you can see I've done some prep work and already created this. How I did this, very simple. I picked up a set of these pots from Poundland. I think they were £8 for a pound. I've cut the bottoms off, cut this ring bit out to create the discs. This is a broken one I've used here. And what I did was I cut one and I sandwiched two of them together like this, and then using my hot glue gun I basically filled the middle. As they sat, this bit stuck out a little bit, so then I ripped this back side off. So this side is just the hot glue, whereas this side is the plastic. That's going to work fine because it's going to be our back, so we're going to want this glue bit exposed because we're going to work onto that. This is going to be our front section, which is going to work well. If you know the way the Arc Reactor, we're going to have some little bands around here that then have copper wires running down them. So my first bit is I've cut some bits of foam. And we're going to use these, we're going to wrap these around here, very simply, glue them into place, 10 of them all the way around. I'm hoping 10 are going to fit around this one. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to add the, what's going to be our copper wire to add around it. So I'm going to crack on with that one now. Obviously I'm using the gloves on this because the super glue can stick to your fingers quite easily. So I'd rather it stick to the gloves than my fingers. That one a bit more. The edges. So there we go, I managed to get all 10 of them around the tube. They're all glued in quite nicely. You're not going to see the back end, so that's quite good. Okay, and now we get to put the copper coils around these. You can go out and buy a spool of copper cable, which is good for doing this. It is quite expensive. I have seen some people buy cabling which has got copper strands all the way through the middle of it, and they pull it apart and take that apart. That's always good. I'm going to try this. I've got this. This is a red copper coloured strimmer cable. I used some of this on another project I was doing where I had to make a copper spool. So we're going to wrap some of this. I think that's going to work quite well. And obviously this is quite a lot cheaper than buying copper wire. So we're going to have an attempt at that and see where we can get that round those. Cut myself 10 bits of strimmer cable, and I'm using a cocktail stick here. Sorry, actually a skewer stick. Just hold it in place while I glue the first end in as anchorage. Glue all that's in nicely, and then the job is to wrap it round nice and tightly. There we go. That in like that. We're going to get see if I can get that bit in. And I'll do that about 5 strands round. Guys, that's all done. Got the copper cowls on there now, looking nice and good. I'm not going to lie to you, that was quite a fiddly job to get that on, but once it was all on, I think that looks quite good, and we're kind of getting there. It's kind of now looking like the arc reactor. The next bit is going to be some loops of cable that go around here, so I'm going to stick with the same thing. Strangely enough, I have some more string of cable. This one's actually slightly thinner. I'm going to try and use that to create the rings around there. And then once I've got that in place, I might have a good idea for creating the solder joints on here, because obviously we can't solder this because it's plastic. So I'm going to attempt to see what I can do with that first to create those rings, and we'll see what it looks like. Right, okay, I've managed to get that round. It's not quite evenly circles, but looking quite good. What I've done is I've used my hot glue gun to tack them in certain places, and now what we're going to try and do is make this look like the solder joints being plastic. Now a friend of mine gave me a good idea. He said take a 2-part epoxy, which I've got plenty of, some little ones there, and as you mix it up, spray in a little bit of metallic silver spray paint, mix it about, and the epoxy should look like a metallic silver. And then we're going to use a stick and we're going to pick some of the epoxy up and then place it on using this like our soldering iron, and put the dabs there, and that should then dry, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll look like solder joints all the way around there, and then we can start work on the rest in the back. So there we go. I have to admit that didn't quite go as well as I was hoping it would. I think it was a simple case of I mixed up too much and then tried to apply it before it started going tacky, so I could use it like the solder. But we've kind of got some on there. It's kind of there, looking quite good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give that a little time for that resin to completely set, and then we're going to start work on the middle section and then the lighting. So we're going to light this up so it's nice and bright and hopefully look like an arc reactor. So we'll give that a little bit of a rest. We'll grab some lunch, and we'll get back and we'll finish it off. Right, so we've let that cure. That's all now nice and dry. So we're going to start working on the middle section and from the back. Now to fill in this section, very easily I've gone and bought one of these. It's a little thing that goes in your sinkhole to stop little bits going down. You get a miniature plug to go in the middle. What I've done is I've literally turned that upside down and spray painted that silver. You can get metal ones of these, but these plastic ones, there was 2 for £1 in the pound shop. And then what we're going to do, that's going to sit in on that bit and create our middle. As you can see, I've stuck 4 little bits there because we're also going to create a little ring there that was made from PVC piping. I've cut it down and spray painted it black already. So that's then going to sit in there. I'm going to have got a little bit to go in the middle there. We're also going to make the connector for it, and then obviously all the lights. So I'm going to make a little stand for this to display on as well. So right, so we're going to get on and get that put into the back of it. So what I've done is I've tacked that down into place with a bit of hot glue on all sections there. So that'll be in the middle there, looking quite good. And then what we're going to do is I've set up what I'm going to do is a display stand, so that's going to be screwed into the middle there to hold it into place, and then I've got this piece of packing material, this little strip of packing material, nice and easy. I'll cut a circle out of it about the same size with a hole in the middle bit for that. I'm then going to stick all that in, and then the LEDs will stick to this and this, and the light will hopefully then be diffused through it rather than just being pin pots of light. So I'm going to get this into place and then make a start on the LEDs. Got all that stuck in now, and it's starting to really kind of look quite good, I feel. Going to be our nice arc reactor. Right, so I've got this set battery powered 20 lights. I'm just going to test them. Batteries I've got. Very simple, just takes a couple of batteries. Hopefully, ta-da! Yeah, I know they're not the brightest lights, but once we kind of put them into a thing around there, it's going to really kind of brighten that up a little bit. So, brilliant, we know they're all working. It's all good. So now what I'm going to do is, obviously, some are going to be, I'm going to use the hot glue gun to put onto here, but I'm going to put some onto here. Now what I've decided, rather than trying to hot glue them, I'm going to get my soldering iron and melt a bit of this back hot glue, and then sink the LED into it, so it's actually in this section, and it should hopefully diffuse through. So we're going to give that a try, see if that works. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to hot glue them straight onto this. So. Right then, okay, we've got all that in, all the lights are in. I've just bunched it all together there with a bit of masking tape just to keep it nice and tidy. Now's the ground showing. We'll turn it over. There's a couple of strands of hot glue and we'll turn the lights on. Hey, look at that. I'm quite enjoying the look of that. That's looking rather good. So now we're going to finish off the detailing here, and then we're going to put it on the stand and try and create something at the back here to hide all this and just show it all in, make it look good. Right. And there we go, guys, that's all completed now. I've finished off the detailing in the front there. I've used some strips of foam and created the cage at the back, and obviously built the stand for it to go on. You know, those bits are self-explanatory, you don't really need to see me make them for you, but there we go, that's our arc reactor, all working, all nicely ready to display, and we hope you've enjoyed that video. We hope you'll like and share. What I'm going to do as a little treat for you is I'm actually going to give this away. We're going to do it as a competition. It's very easy to enter. All you have to do, if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, that's brilliant. Just head to our Facebook page, and you just like the page if you haven't already. Scroll down and you'll see the video again of us making this. I basically need you to like and share the video out on Facebook, and you'll automatically be entered into the competition to win this. I'll be picking a winner after the 30th of November 2015, so if you're watching after this, really sorry you didn't get a chance to enter, but if you're within time, like and share the video. If you've seen this video through a friend's Facebook page, you need to head to our page to like and share it, because I might not get the details of you liking and sharing from somebody else's page. And that's it. If you enter, like and share, and you'll automatically be entered into the competition to win this arc reactor. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope you'll like and subscribe anyway, and I look forward to bringing you another prop tutorial soon.